okay, I did the Tim Ferriss thing, right? Like, here's what I'm currently doing. If I give it all up right now, what's the worst thing that's going to happen? Oh, great, I'm going to go back to what I was already doing, right?
Yeah.
Because I'm already like the most qualified pilot in the world. 10,000 hours, you know, never called in sick one time in 9 years. The chief pilot loves me. He was like trying to get me to stay. He was like, just let me give you a leave of absence for a year. I'm like, okay, pay me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like when you're this kind of person, like we are, you know, you have options.
Yeah.
And I was like, but I'm going to regret not taking that chance or whatever it may be that people look at it with Grant Cardone or with the next person or whatever. Like, I truly believe that I'll be successful.
Yeah.
I'll just be more successful with Grant.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Because he already had a platform. Here's the airplane. Here's 3,000 units.
Yeah.
You know,
That was your vision.
That was my vision. And then we got bigger airplanes and we got more deals. And you know, after like 6 months, I was like, you don't even think about it anymore because you're just solely surrounded by like what you want to do.
Yeah. No, I love that. What do you think the 10-year vision next is going to be like?
Well, look, you know, if you ask my girlfriend, she'd be depressed that she's 40 years old. I'm excited.
Yeah.
You know, because one of the things my uncle told me when I was 17 years old and I was getting into flying, he's like, Ryan, if you want to go that route where your friends are going right now, where it's smoking dope and drinking and smoking, you're going to do that. You're just going to start at 25 and 26 years old because you got to get that out of your system.
Yeah.
If you start now, you're 17 years old, and you really put in the time, energy, and effort to be something great, it's the snowball effect. You're going to be like 30 years old. I was reaping great benefits when I was 30 years old.
Yeah.
Hanging out with, you know, having Grant as a mentor, as a boss, as a friend, like that's a huge win, right?
Yeah.
But he's like, if you're starting now, you have 13 years to win. And then you have 30 to 40, 10 years to win. Now you have 23 years.
Yeah.
By the age of 40 years old, and that's why I'm excited about it. People are like, dude, I love your energy. I love your attitude about it. I'm like, well, yeah, because I've been working towards this goal for a very long time.
Yeah.
And so the next 40 to 50, through training and through relationships and through education and through a lot of deals, like with Grant, I've done over $4 billion worth of transactions.
Yeah.
You know, I met with JP Morgan yesterday with one of the top bankers. I met with a couple other groups yesterday, you know, so like having that, I'm now able to, Grant and I are able to grow and scale Cardone Capital at an even faster rate than we did over the last 10, because we are just operating different now, right? So going from 15 to 25 doesn't seem as scary. Right. And you know, we think the next 18 to 24 months is a great opportunity to buy real estate because we're buying all cash now. But I think that I think the next 10 is going to be a huge run for me. I think we'll go from, you know, from a professional standpoint, I think we'll go from 15,000 units to, you know, call it 35 to 40,000 units. Okay. But on a personal level, it's the next chapter for me. You know, I've been dating my girlfriend for the last 5 years. She's the one. She's amazing. She pisses me off sometimes, but we're so much alike, so I piss her off too. Yeah. But we want to start a family. You know, we want to have a couple kids, and you know, we're in a good spot now where we can do that and focus on that. She'll be a great mother. So I'm really looking forward to a couple things, but it's not all business. Yeah. But my whole life has been about business, but it's also been about relationships and health. You know, I'm in, you know, great shape and continue to play that out. So it's really three things: continue to grow the health piece. Yep. The relationship piece, and then wealth.
How does it feel to say 4 billion, by the way?
Well, so we're almost up to, so I've done 4 billion in transactions. So we're almost 5 billion. Okay. You know, I don't think of it like that. I think of it like a lot of responsibility, and the people that I'm accountable to, it's not just Grant, it's the investors. Yeah. And I've always liked responsibility. From a young man, I was 21 years old. I was the youngest pilot to fly 70 passenger jet for United. And at the age of 23, it's the youngest age to become a captain. I was 23 in like 4 months, I became captain. Nice. And so now you're making the decisions, right? I treat it the same way. There is A to B, here's the game plan, here's the mission. Let's do it with integrity, the right way, and you know, just being like, having fun, but just, you know, doing it every single day. You know, like it's not like overly complicated. Some people come in here, they're like, based on this spreadsheet and based on this and based on that. It's like, no, you find the right team, you find the right relationships, you have all those people as your advisors, because you got to think about it. Ryan Secco and Grant Cardone, I've got 32 staff underneath me that work, but I've also got another, 15 who are like the best attorneys, the best property managers, and we have another 350 staff that work on the third-party property management that actually run the properties that are branded 10X Living. So it's like, here I sit around a bunch of really, really smart people that make me look really, really smart, and also make me look really, really dumb sometimes too. But you have to learn from those mistakes, that when you look dumb, so that way you can look smart again.
Funny how that works.
That's part of leadership, right?
A lot of who, not how, right? It's just who's the best person for the job, and just getting the right people in the right seats.
And you outgrow a lot of people along the way.
Right.
And that's something that you have to get over too as like an entrepreneur. It's like, that attorney that I started with, once you get past $1 billion, he's the wrong attorney, because now you're moving into that next level. You have to have somebody with more capacity and more institutional knowledge. Yeah. Because if you guys look at our expansion too, like we started out buying, smaller deals, but now we're buying from like the biggest groups in the world. The EQRs and the JP Morgans, and
it's insane.